You're over 55, you think you have time, you think a little bit of this, a little bit of that won't matter. Let me stop you right there. Some foods are not bad in moderation. Some foods are actively stealing your mobility, your memory, and your independence, one bite at a time. And the worst part? Many of these foods are marketed directly to seniors. Heart healthy, light, supports immunity, labels designed to fool you while they destroy you. Today, I'm giving you 5 foods you should never touch again after 55. And 5 you must eat every single day to build a body that lasts into your 80s and 90s. Part 1. 5 worst foods you should never touch. Number 1. Margarine and vegetable oil spreads, the artery clogger that pretends to be healthy. Let's start with the biggest lie in the grocery store. Margarine was invented to be cheap, then it was marketed as a heart-healthy alternative to butter. That marketing campaign has killed more seniors than any war. Here's what actually happens when you eat margarine. Most margarines are made from vegetable oils, soybean, palm, canola, that are liquid at room temperature. To make them solid, manufacturers force hydrogen gas through the oil at high temperatures. That creates trans fats. Even the ones labeled 0G trans fat can have up to 0.5 g per serving. Eat multiple servings a day and you're getting a real dose. Trans fats do 3 things to your body after 55. 1. They raise your bad LDL cholesterol while lowering your good HDL cholesterol. That's a 1-2 punch for heart disease. 2. They trigger systemic inflammation. Inflammation is the fire that fuels arthritis, dementia, and cancer. 3. They make your cell membrane stiff and brittle. Your cells need flexible membranes to communicate, to absorb nutrients, to remove waste. Trans fats turn your cell walls into rigid plastic. Butter, on the other hand, is real food. It contains butyrate, a short-chain fatty acid that heals your gut lining. It has vitamin K2, which directs calcium into your bones instead of your arteries. It has conjugated linoleic acid, which has been shown to reduce body fat. The war on butter was a corporate-funded lie, and you fell for it. Never touch margarine, vegetable oil spreads. I can't believe it's not butter-type products. Instead, real butter, grass-fed if possible. Ghee, even coconut oil. Your arteries will thank you. Number 2. Processed protein, bars and shakes, the candy bar in disguise. You see them everywhere. The senior protein shake, the low sugar protein bar for active aging. Open the wrapper, read the ingredients. The first ingredient is usually a protein isolate, soy, pea, or whey that's been stripped of everything except isolated amino acids. Then comes the sugar alcohols, erythritol, xylitol, maltitol, that cause bloating and diarrhea in most people over 55. Then comes the natural flavors, a legal loophole that can hide dozens of chemical additives. Then come the industrial fibers like chicory root inulin, which ferments in your gut and produces gas. Here's what nobody tells you. Your body doesn't need isolated protein. It needs whole protein with all its cofactors, the vitamins, minerals, and enzymes that come naturally in real food. When you eat a processed protein bar, you're getting the protein equivalent of white flour. Empty calories with a health halo. Worse, many of these bars are packed with hidden sugars under different names. Brown rice syrup, tapioca syrup, cane crystals, fruit juice concentrate. By the time you finish the bar, you've consumed the sugar equivalent of 2 donuts, but you feel virtuous because the package says 25g protein. A study of older adults found that those who ate whole food protein sources, eggs, meat, fish, beans, had significantly better muscle retention than those who used processed protein supplements. The supplements actually correlated with worse outcomes because people replaced real meals with bars. Never touch any protein bar or shake with more than 5 ingredients, any bar that says net carbs, any shake that comes in a plastic bottle from a gas station. Instead, a hard-boiled egg, a can of sardines, a piece of real cheese, leftover chicken. Real food doesn't need a nutrition label. Number 3. White bread, bagels, and wheat flour products, the blood sugar disaster. Here's a simple test. Take a slice of white bread. Put it in your mouth. Chew it for 30 seconds. Notice how it turns into a sweet paste? That's your saliva breaking the starches into simple sugars. By the time you swallow, your blood sugar has already started spiking. After 55, your insulin sensitivity is not what it used to be. Your muscle cells resist insulin's signal to absorb glucose, so that sugar stays in your bloodstream longer, causing damage to your blood vessels, your nerves, and your kidneys. But here's the part that really hurts. Wheat bread is usually just white bread with caramel coloring and a little bit of whole wheat flour added back. Multigrain just means multiple types of refined grains. Unless the package says 100% whole grain and the first ingredient is whole wheat flour or another whole grain, you're eating refined flour. Refined flour has no fiber, no germ, no bran. It's just starch, and starch is sugar. One bagel has the same glycemic load as 7 teaspoons of sugar. 7. And most people eat a bagel with low-fat cream cheese, more sugar, and a glass of orange juice, more sugar. That breakfast is a metabolic catastrophe. The inflammation from that single meal lasts for hours. Your joints ache, your brain fogs, your energy crashes, and you think it's just getting older. It's not aging, it's the food. Never touch. White bread, bagels, croissants, crackers made with enriched flour, wheat bread that isn't 100% whole grain, pasta made from white flour. Instead, sourdough. Fermentation reduces glycemic impact. 100% rye bread, buckwheat, quinoa, lentils. Better yet, skip bread entirely and eat vegetables as your carb source. Number 4. Sugar-free desserts and diet sodas, the artificial sweetener trap. You switched to sugar-free because you thought you were being smart. You drink diet soda instead of regular. You eat sugar-free pudding, sugar-free cookies, sugar-free ice cream. You've been doing this for years. Let me show you the research they don't want you to see. Artificial sweeteners, aspartame, sucralose, saccharin, acesulfame K, trick your brain. Your tongue tastes sweet, so your brain prepares for a calorie load. When no calories arrive, your brain gets confused. It cranks up your appetite. It makes you crave real sugar later in the day, but that's not the worst part. The worst part is your gut microbiome. Artificial sweeteners kill beneficial bacteria and feed pathogenic ones. One human study found that just 2 weeks of sucralose consumption reduced beneficial bacteria by 50%. Your microbiome after 55 is already fragile. You can't afford to nuke it with fake sugars. And here's the kicker. Many sugar-free desserts replace sugar with maltitol or sorbitol, sugar alcohols that your body can't absorb. They pass into your large intestine where bacteria ferment them. The result? Bloating, diarrhea, and abdominal pain. Senior digestive systems are slower and more sensitive. You're literally making yourself sick to save a few calories. A massive study of over 100,000 adults found that those who consumed artificial sweeteners had a 13% higher risk of cancer and a 25% higher risk of cardiovascular events. The diet products were worse than the regular ones. Never touch diet soda, sugar-free candy, sugar-free cookies, any product with aspartame, sucralose, saccharin, acesulfame K, or sugar alcohols ending in albutyl. Instead, if you want sweet, have a small piece of dark chocolate, 85% cocoa or higher, or fresh berries, or a date. Real sugar in small amounts, wrapped in fiber, is infinitely safer than fake sugar. Number 5. Processed low-sodium, canned soups and meals, the hidden additive bomb. You have high blood pressure. Your doctor said cut sodium, so you buy low-sodium canned soup. You feel good about yourself. Stop right there. When manufacturers remove sodium, they have to add something else to preserve the food and make it taste like something. That something is usually potassium chloride, bitter, metallic aftertaste, so they add sugar to mask it. Disodium inosinate and guanylate, flavor enhancers that trigger glutamate receptors, and carrageenan, a thickener that causes intestinal inflammation. Let me break down what happens when you eat that healthy low-sodium soup. The carrageenan triggers an immune response in your gut. Your body sees it as a foreign invader. Inflammation spreads from your digestive tract to your joints, your skin, even your brain. The sugar, even a few grams, spikes your insulin. The processed starches turn into glucose. And the lack of real vegetables means you're getting almost no fiber or phytonutrients. But here's the real secret. Most low-sodium soups still have 300-400 milliliters of sodium per serving. That's not low, that's just less than the 800 milliliters in regular soup. And most people eat the whole can, 2 servings. Suddenly you're at 600-800 milliliters of sodium from a single meal, plus a cocktail of preservatives and emulsifiers. A study of seniors who switched from canned soups to homemade broth-based soups for just 6 weeks saw their inflammatory markers drop by 35%. Their joint pain decreased, their bloating disappeared. Never touch any canned soup with a shelf life longer than 2 years. Any low-sodium product that still has a long ingredients list. Any healthy choice frozen meal. Instead, make soup at home. Bone broth, leftover vegetables, a piece of meat. Simmer for an hour, portion into containers, freeze. Real food takes 20 minutes of active time. You're worth 20 minutes. Part 2. 5 foods you must eat every single day. Number 1. Eggs, the complete senior multivitamin. You've been told eggs raise cholesterol. That myth has been completely debunked by every major nutrition study in the last decade. Here's what eggs actually do for you after 55. One egg contains 6 grams of complete protein with all 9 essential amino acids. That protein is highly bioavailable. Your body absorbs and uses almost all of it. For muscle maintenance, eggs are superior to almost any other food, but the yolk is where the magic happens. Egg yolks contain lutein and zeaxanthin, 2 compounds that concentrate in your retina and protect against macular degeneration, the leading cause of blindness in seniors. One study found that eating 1 egg per day increased lutein levels by 26% in just 5 weeks. Egg yolks also contain choline, a nutrient that 90% of seniors are deficient in. Choline is required to produce acetylcholine, the neurotransmitter responsible for memory and muscle control. Low choline is linked to Alzheimer's and fatty liver disease. And the cholesterol, dietary cholesterol, has almost no effect on blood cholesterol for most people. Your liver produces 80% of the cholesterol in your body. When you eat more cholesterol, your liver produces less. It's self-regulating. The real driver of high cholesterol is sugar and trans fats, not eggs. How to eat them daily: boiled eggs, poached eggs on sautéed greens, scrambled eggs with butter and garlic, fried eggs with the yolk still runny. Heat destroys some nutrients, so soft is better. 3 eggs per day is not only safe but optimal for most seniors. Number 2, extra virgin olive oil, the liquid longevity drug. In the Mediterranean, people over 90 drink olive oil by the spoonful. They're not weird, they're onto something. Extra virgin olive oil is not just a fat, it's a medicine. The primary polyphenol in EVO is oleocanthal. Oleocanthal has been shown to work exactly like ibuprofen. It inhibits the same inflammatory enzymes, COX-1 and COX-2. 1 tablespoon of high-quality EVO has the anti-inflammatory effect of about 10% of a standard ibuprofen dose. Spread that over 3 meals a day, and you're getting significant inflammation reduction without the stomach damage of NSAIDs. But that's not all. EVO increases the production of BDNF, brain-derived neurotrophic factor. BDNF is like fertilizer for your brain cells. Higher BDNF means better memory, faster learning, and lower risk of dementia. One study found that seniors who consumed EVO daily had 40% less cognitive decline over 4 years compared to those who didn't. And here's the secret most people miss. The polyphenols in EVO protect your mitochondria, the energy factories in your cells. Stronger mitochondria mean more energy, better metabolism, and slower aging at the cellular level. How to eat it daily: 2 to 3 tablespoons per day. Drizzle over cooked vegetables. Use as a dip for sourdough bread. Add to soups and stews after cooking. Heat destroys some polyphenols, so add at the end. Never cook with EVO at high heat. Use coconut oil or butter for frying, and save the EVO for finishing. Buy only EVO in dark glass bottles with a harvest date. If it tastes like nothing, it's not real. Number 3, cruciferous vegetables. Broccoli, cauliflower, Brussels sprouts, the detox activators. You know vegetables are good for you, but you don't know why cruciferous vegetables are non-negotiable after 55. Here's what happens inside your body when you eat broccoli. Cruciferous vegetables contain a compound called sulforaphane. When you chew them, an enzyme called myrosinase converts a precursor into active sulforaphane. That sulforaphane then activates a pathway in your cells called NRF2. NRF2 is your master antioxidant switch. When it's activated, your cells produce dozens of their own antioxidants: glutathione, superoxide dismutase, catalase. These are far more powerful than any antioxidant you can eat in a pill. For seniors, this is critical. Your natural antioxidant production declines with age. Sulforaphane kicks it back into high gear. But here's the part that will change how you see these vegetables. Sulforaphane has been shown to remove heavy metals from your body: mercury, cadmium, arsenic. It activates a process called autophagy, clearing out damaged proteins that cause Alzheimer's and Parkinson's. It even kills cancer stem cells in multiple studies. You cannot get this effect from any other food group. How to eat them daily: 1 cup per day, raw or lightly steamed. Overcooking destroys the myrosinase enzyme. If you must cook them thoroughly, add a teaspoon of mustard powder. Mustard contains myrosinase and reactivates the sulforaphane production. Roasted Brussels sprouts with olive oil and garlic. Steamed broccoli with lemon juice. Raw cauliflower chopped into a rice texture and eaten with a meal. Number 4, fatty fish. Salmon, mackerel, anchovies, the brain and joint protector. You've heard fish is good for you. Let me tell you why it's mandatory after 55. Your brain is 60% fat. Half of that fat is DHA, a specific omega-3 fatty acid found almost exclusively in fatty fish and algae. Your body can make a tiny amount of DHA from plant omega-3s, but not nearly enough. After 55, your conversion rate drops even further. DHA does 3 things for you. 1, it keeps your brain cell membranes fluid. Fluid membranes allow neurotransmitters to pass quickly. Stiff membranes mean slow thinking, poor memory, brain fog. 2, DHA reduces inflammation in your joints. Multiple studies have shown that seniors with higher DHA levels have less arthritis pain and better mobility. Some have been able to reduce their NSAID use by 50%. 3. DHA protects your eyes. The retina has the highest concentration of DHA of any tissue in your body. Low DHA is linked to dry eye, macular degeneration, and even glaucoma. But here's what nobody tells you. Farm-raised salmon is often fed corn and soy, which makes their fat profile closer to chicken than to wild fish. Wild salmon, mackerel, sardines, and anchovies have the correct balance of omega-3s. Farmed salmon can have high levels of contaminants and a fraction of the beneficial fats. How to eat it daily. You don't need daily, 3 times per week is sufficient, but you must be consistent. 3 servings of fatty fish per week reduces all-cause mortality by 17% in seniors. Canned sardines, in water, not oil. Canned mackerel. Frozen wild salmon. If you absolutely hate fish, take a high-quality fish oil supplement that provides at least 1,000 milliliters combined EPA and DHA daily. Number 5. Legumes. Lentils, chickpeas, black beans, the fiber and mineral powerhouse. The final food on your daily list is the most overlooked. Legumes are the perfect senior food. Here's why. 1 cup of cooked lentils has 15 grams of fiber. Most seniors get less than 10 grams total per day. That fiber feeds your gut bacteria, lowers cholesterol, stabilizes blood sugar, and keeps you regular without laxatives. But the real benefit is the mineral content. Legumes are packed with magnesium, potassium, and folate. Magnesium is required for over 300 enzymatic reactions, including muscle relaxation and sleep regulation. Most seniors are deficient. Potassium lowers blood pressure and reduces stroke risk. Folate keeps your homocysteine levels low. High homocysteine is a major risk factor for dementia. And here's the secret that changes everything. Legumes contain resistant starch. Resistant starch resists digestion in your small intestine and travels to your colon, where bacteria ferment it into butyrate. Butyrate heals your gut lining, reduces inflammation, and has been shown to improve insulin sensitivity. One study of seniors with prediabetes found that eating 1 cup of beans daily lowered blood sugar by the same amount as metformin, without the side effects. How to eat them daily: half a cup to 1 cup per day. Canned is fine. Just rinse thoroughly to remove excess sodium. Add lentils to soups. Make hummus from chickpeas. Toss black beans into a salad. Cook a batch of pinto beans on Sunday and eat them throughout the week. Start with a small portion. Your gut needs time to adjust to the fiber. Within 2 weeks, your digestion will be better than it has been in years. The truth is simple. After 55, every food is either building you up or tearing you down. There is no neutral. 5 foods to never touch. 5 foods to eat daily. 1 body, 1 life. No more excuses. See you in the next video.